they did an unbelievable job in the second half. The fight, the effort, it was. I think they allowed 56 yards, and just in the game, that offense is averaging 40-something points a game. To hold them to 20 was huge. So I thought they played really well in the second half. Really well in the second half. Our side of the ball in the first half, there's some things we got to clean up, but second half it was good to see.
Rayka?
Sherrone, the offense seemed to struggle in the red zone at the goal line. Maybe just talking about that. Can you walk us through some of those play calling decisions and just why you think that was?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we got to go execute. We didn't execute at a high level. There were some twists, some movements, some zone runs that we didn't pick up, and it was one guy here, one guy there. But that was the story. When you look back at the iPad and look at the things, that's what it was, and we got to be better.
In the front?
Coach, I know a lot of it has been made of Indiana's offense this year, but their defense has been playing really well in spots too, and it seemed like they did a good job of shutting down. What did you see on film coming into this game, and what do you see tonight that made that Indiana defense play as well as they did?
Yeah, I think it starts up front. They got a big front. They got guys that can hold the point really well, and they move. It wasn't as much as the pressures where it was the movement of the fronts that they did a really good job in. And I thought we were getting a rhythm in the throw game, but had to get one in the run game we never did. So that ended up being the story of the game.
In front, right?
Coach, on Alex's fumble, was that a targeting challenge, or what was going through your mind on that?
Gotten the word buzzing down that possibly that the knee would have been down, and so wanted to challenge it again, fight for my kids. So that's what that was.
On the left, Austin?
Sure, it didn't end up mattering. They got the first down, but it looked like some time came off the clock before the timeout on the last drive. Did you see what happened with that?
Yeah, just talking about conversations of what the play call was going to be, what we're going to do, and that's where that all came from.
Back left?
So Mullings got a lot more work in the second half than in the first. What was like the conversation? What changed between the halves that led to that?
Yeah, just Donovan was practicing a little bit better, and then you got two good backs, so rotating him in and ended up putting Cole on in the second half.
Clayton?
What was the issue with some of the pass protection breakdowns? It seemed like Davis had guys in his face.
Yeah, I mean, really, it starts with they got a pretty good pass rusher, number 6, who's I think leading the league in pressures and sacks. So he just did a good job winning his one-on-one matchups. It wasn't blitzes or scheme. It was just really one-on-one matchups that guys were getting beat.
Aaron?
Ben got some carries in the first half over Khalil. Did he practice better with Khalil too?
Yeah, he practiced well too. We just wanted to get Ben some carries. He'd been throughout the whole year been doing a really good job, and thought it was time for him to get some work as well.
Chris?
You talked about the twists and movements. Usually by week 10 or 11, those things are kind of figured out. Is it more because some of these guys have been hurt and haven't played together, or what do you think is the blame?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's guys, getting a rhythm and playing together. But at the end of the day, we've just got to be better at doing that. We got to be staying together. We've got to play as one more, and that's something I'll dig into, and we'll get fixed.
Tony?
Yeah. Perhaps this is similar to that, but you talked about Davis was too, just like one guy here, one guy there, executing. I guess, like you said, it is 10 weeks in, and usually, I mean, you expect that early in the season. And, can you put a finger on why it's still is what?
Yeah, we're just going to keep working on it. It's not. We'll watch the film and continue to evaluate. I'm just proud of the way our guys fought. In a game like that, you can easily lay down, and our guys went to the last second to go fight. So I'm proud of the team and proud of what they did.
Charlie?
Sherrone, another game for Davis with no picks, but also a game where maybe he struggled to move the offense down the field at times. What have you seen from him that's improved, and what more does he need to do?
Yeah, I mean, first, just taking care of the football, no picks. He did a good job with that, but also there's some, when he's got the pressure in his face, he's got to move around. That's when the off-target throws are happening, and some of those misses are happening. So, not allowed to get your feet in balance when those things are happening. So, he's going to keep harping on himself, and people are going to beat him up, but I'm going to have his back and just continue to lift him up and make sure he knows he's doing as much as he can. We got to continue to help him around him.
And aside from the fumble, what did you see out of Alex today? Do you think that maybe he needs more in kind of that aspect that he brings to the game, or do you think that he was successful when he was trying to do it?
Yeah, I mean, he had a good third down run in the second half, which was huge. Got us down on a long drive, so that was good. But obviously, can't fumble the football.
Tony?
Yeah, Sherrone, I mean, you talk about how hard everybody's playing, and there's still clearly a lot of talent on this team, first rounders. But given where things are now, still, was it? I know we've asked you this question before, but were expectations set too high? Like, were you guys projecting outward expectations too high? going into this year saying that, like, we expect the same standard given that now it's.
I think every year we're going to expect the same standard, you know, and our job is to go try to meet it. You know, we're Michigan, and we're going to continue to fight. We're going to continue to grind to get better. So yeah, the loss column is what it is right now, and nobody likes it. Nobody likes it more than we hate it. The kids don't like it. The coaches don't like it, and we work as much as anything. So those guys are hurting more than anybody in the world. So you know, our job as coaches is to continue to lift them up and continue their spirit to make sure they're in the right place, and same thing with the coaches.
So you feel that this team should be closer to that normal standard, like maybe just have a couple losses?
No, I feel like we're going to strive to be great in whatever we do. We're not going to lower our standard. You know, we're not where we are. We're not where we want to be, but we're not going to lower our standard. We're going to continue to fight.
Got time for a few more. We'll start in the back left.
Down the stretch, one of the last two, you'll need to pick up to be bowl eligible. Obviously, you gotta take it week by week, but do you think that'll be a big motivating point for these guys to get into the postseason with the bowl game?
Yeah, 100%. You know, our guys want to go play another game, another opportunity to play football together, put on the helmet, put on the jersey. That'll be a motivating factor for sure. But the motivating factor number one is to go win. So that's what we're going to try to do.
Angelique.
Sherrone Gio had something injury, he was in, out, and out. Was there some kind of drop off, you think, with that situation on the O-line?
I mean, Gio's a really good player, so I think whenever you lose one of your starters, it's going to affect you at some point. But I thought Don Rudis went in there and played fast, played physical. So we'll continue to evaluate him and see if we can get him back.
And with the Khalil and Ben, Khalil's leading rusher, Ben out practiced him? I mean, what went into giving him the carries early?
Yeah, a little bit of both. Ben was practicing really well, and it was time for opportunity for Ben to get some carries, and so just felt like that was the best decision we needed to do.
We're gonna go with two more. We'll go in the back right.
After Zeke's interception, you guys get the ball obviously inside the 10, get it to the 3-yard line. You can just kind of explain the decision, to kick the field goal there instead of going for it on 4th and goal from the 3.
Yeah, I mean, really, it was the momentum of moving the football, and knew that we wanted to get points. It was later in the game, so we had time to go back down there and try to score. So that was the main factor.
Last question with Clayton.
A couple individual performances. Could you just speak to Zeke, TJ, and then Cam Brandt, and then really the whole D-line, how they played?
Yeah, Zeke, just a huge play, huge pick, game changer, momentum changer, all the things you want to say. And for that guy to do what he's been doing, to play corner, to play nickel, and play the way he's playing, is really awesome to see. Especially he had some struggles early in the year, but he's really gotten better and better. TJ Guy continues to strive to get better, his passion, the way he plays. Cam Brandt, the same thing. Two guys that haven't played as much and really standing out. And just overall, D-line, I thought really well. We got to continue to get better, we will. But I thought those guys played hard and physical.